What's a pirate's favorite hydration pack? The VaporKrar. Don't worry. I hate myself too. Gingerrunner. What is up, everybody? Ethan Newberry, the Ginger Runner, here for another gingerrunner.com review. Real good stuff today, guys. It's been a long time since I reviewed hydration packs, and today I'm actually reviewing 3, kinda? Well, we're reviewing one in full, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about some of the other ones. Today, we're talking about the Nathan VaporKrar 4L. Fresh, hot off the hydration assembly line. The VaporKrar 4L in all of its glory goodness. The VaporKrar series gains its namesake from the one and only Mr. Rob Krar, an incredibly fast ultra runner that has put a lot of his input directly into these packs, which is a good thing. There's also female-specific designs of these packs, designed in assistance with Stephanie Howe, an incredible athlete. And reviews of those packs are actually available over on my wife Kim Mile Longlegs' YouTube channel. She's already done the review. It's been out for quite a while. Go check that out. I'm going to be primarily talking about this pack because this is what I ended up spending most of my time in. This was my favorite of the series I'm going to talk about today. I am currently wearing a 12L in the VaporKrar series, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this pack, how it differentiates from the 4L later in this review. I will also be talking about this, the VaporKrar waist belt, which is kind of fun. Okay, so first things first, the VaporKrar 4L. 4-liter hydration pack, good for a bladder in the back or 2 bottles up front. In fact, it actually comes with 2 of these little soft flask strawed things, whereas the 12L does not come with bottles or soft flasks, but does come with a bladder in the back. Both those hydration solutions can adapt to either pack, so it really depends on your storage needs. Now, the 4L is a pretty good looking pack, nice and durable, great fabric, lots of storage. Now, I tend to be super nitpicky with packs because I have yet to find a pack that's completely perfect, covers all of my check boxes, and just makes me all around happy. That being said, 2 packs have come pretty damn close. The Salomon S-Lab 5L, which I've talked about for years, I still have the pack that I started wearing in 2014, and it still rocks. The other one is this. I've tried a lot of packs from a lot of brands. Many I just haven't reviewed on the channel because it just wasn't quite there. This one, you guys, it's there. It's definitely worth talking about, and I'm going to talk about all the things that I like and dislike about the VaporKrar 4L today. So what do you say? Shall we get into it? Let's do it. Things that I like about the VaporKrar 4L. Fit. And this is a big one. My biggest gripe with most hydration packs is the fact that they don't adapt to most body shapes. I'm a bigger dude. I'm 190 pounds, 180 at race weight, which I'm not at right now. But I'm not just talking about adjustable webbing straps. I'm talking about a pack that has some give, some stretch. Because one of my biggest pet peeves is a pack that just locked into its present state and not adapt to you while you're running, while you're in a race environment or training run. Luckily, this new series from Nathan takes that into account. And while it does use webbing straps to adjust in the sternum area as well as the sides, the fabric itself is stretchy all around the pack, so you get tons of stretch and adaptability to your body shape because of the inherent qualities of the fabric itself. So fit for me has been pretty solid, and of course that also means very little bounce. When you're able to lock in a pack but also have a little bit of stretch on you, you can fill the pockets with as many items as you need, and a good pack won't bounce around on you. This is definitely one of those packs that feels like it is hugging you in the most appropriate fashion. I'm gonna put this on. Storage. Now, again, a reason I'm going to the 4L versus the 12L is for any sort of long training runs or races. So far, I've not needed much more than what the 4L can provide. It has a nice big pocket in the back. It can accommodate a bladder, or for me, it can accommodate my use of a GoPro on a gimbal. It's easy to store back there, slides in and out. Those of you who have run with me in some of my Ginger Bits videos while I've been traveling and touring with the Decade On might have seen me wear this pack and use this gimbal. And it's obvious that it's pretty easy to use. I almost require that a pack be accessible without having to take it off, usually from all pockets. That's just something that is comfortable to me, and I don't really like the hassle of having to take it off and put it back on. In addition to the big top pouch in the back, you have the bottle pockets up front, you have stash pockets just below those, as well as the zipper pockets up here on the chestal area. These are great because they actually come higher up on the shoulder, unlike other packs, and they accommodate a nice size iPhone. Perfect. But my favorite pouch is the back kangaroo pouch. It has 2 what I'm gonna call exhaust ports just below the main port that can accommodate giant bottles. You can stash jackets back there, clothing. Basically a horizontal lumbar pocket in the back that's great for accommodating large and cumbersome items. I actually began to enjoy using my bottle in the back as opposed to up here on the front. It didn't bounce, everything worked out just fine. Fabric. This is a nice material. It's a change of pace from other fabrics that I've realized have been used in hydration packs for years. I know that every company is trying to do something new and innovative, but it's good to see that Nathan's using a pack fabric that is stretchy, but durable, and still fairly lightweight. It does absorb a lot of moisture, whether you're running in rain or sweat, but it also evaporates that liquid fairly quickly and efficiently. So I haven't had too many problems with the fabric. I actually really enjoy it, and it's been super comfortable. The seams don't dig into my neck. There's no chafing around my midsection. Finally, durability. I've, again, running this in all sorts of inclement weather, and it's been super solid. I have no fraying. I have no stitching coming undone. The Velcro still Velcros. So yeah, I can see this thing lasting for quite a long time, and that's a good thing, because these packs aren't cheap. So yeah, obviously I like this pack. I'm getting a lot of good use out of it, but there's still things I dislike about it. Let's get on to the things I dislike about the VaporKrar 4L. The side pockets. There's these two little side pockets that become almost unusable because the side adjustment straps run right over the top of them. So if you're trying to adjust the sides of this pack to kind of fit tighter around your body, if you have stuff in those pockets, it's going to get squished. Luckily, the only thing that I've been really keeping in there is toilet paper, so it gets squished and flattened anyways, which is fine. But for the most part, those pockets have been fairly unusable. Can't put gels in there, compresses them too tightly. You don't want a gel explosion. First time I've said that word. Soft flasks and bottle usage. First of all, I'm cool with the new soft flasks. I like that they have a plastic rib on the inside, which actually allows you to stuff them into the pockets a little bit easier. But the flasks that come with the 4L, one, if you don't screw the cap on correctly, even if you're just a little bit off, these will leak. Almost every single one of these that I have has leaked, flexing the top just too much, and it's actually really kind of hard to grip the lid itself when it's wet or gets slippery. And you know, I'm okay with the straw because it actually just attaches right here on your chest. You can get down there, drink fairly easily, but this thing holds maybe 12 ounces of liquid, so really it's kind of pointless. I much prefer their larger soft flasks that are a bit wider, a bit thicker, but still have the rib and they can shove in there just fine. But ultimately, I still prefer bottles. Problem is that anytime you have a bottle in a pack like this, if you have anything in these pockets, it's going to rub against the top of the bottle. It's going to cause some issues. And when either a bottle or a soft flask is in the front chest pockets, accessing the front stuff pocket becomes a bit difficult because it is a little too tight. Full honesty here, folks. And finally, my last dislike with this pack are the front straps. They slide pretty easily up and down, so unfortunately, once you find a fit or a lock, they tend to slide around a little too much, kind of causing things to go awry. It'd be nice if they had a way to kind of lock those in so they wouldn't slide around so much. Just give me one good solid fit time after time after time. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for dislikes with the 4L. Again, I'm going to talk about the 12L and the waist pack here in just a second. But let's get on with the points for the VaporKrar 4L. Quality, 4 out of 5. Solid vest. I can see myself putting many more years of use into this thing, which is a good thing. Comfort, 4 out of 5. I've had a lot of success in this pack, which I can't say about a lot of packs. I've been putting in long training runs, even a race or two, and the pack's held up fine, and you begin to forget about it, which is probably like number one. Price, it's 149 bucks. Yes, you're supposed to spend more on a hydration pack, but that still puts it at a 3 out of 5 for me. It's just a bit high on the price point scale. I mean, 12L is more expensive than that, so I just have a problem spending so much money on a pack. But in this case, I know that I will get a lot of use out of it, much like I did with the Solomon 5L, so I kind of have to weigh price to worth 3 out of 5. Finally, looks. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. I like the look of this one a bit better than the 12L. I like this gray and the orange. It's not bad. I think a lot of people don't care how their hydration packs look, which I can totally understand. That brings our grand total to 15 out of 20. Solid score. Really excited about this pack. Has been my go-to for the last couple of months while I've been reviewing it, so that's a good thing. That definitely is testament to the pack itself. Now for buy, try, or why, this is a solid try, potential buy. Definitely want to get your body into one of these things so you can kind of see how it fits. A reminder that there are women versions, the Howe, the VaporHowe, which was modeled and designed after Stephanie Howe. My wonderful wife Kim has also reviewed that pack, so you ladies go check out that review. It's much more tailored to you. But for the gents, the VaporKrar is a pretty solid choice. Okay, and now, as promised, let's talk briefly about the 12L. It's essentially the same setup as the 4L, especially here on the front. You do lose the side pockets, which is fine. I didn't really use them on the 4L, but what you do gain is a giant pocket here on the back that's much larger, can accommodate more items, whether you're talking about extra layers of clothing, more nutrition. Better for longer outings. You also benefit from a better suspension system here on the side strap. It gives you a little bit more stretch, a little bit better fitment. And then back up on the front, also talking about straps, you get a double V formation strap buckling system, which gives you a more solid fit up front, helps you accommodate more weight in the back. But again, with these sliders, can be a little bit difficult to adjust and lock in. So that's a 12L, definitely outfitted for your longer endurance events or bigger outdoor adventures. Doesn't come with bottles. comes with a bladder. And finally, this little bad boy right here, the VaporKrar belt. I haven't really been a huge fan of belts for a long time. Usually what ends up happening with me, put items in there, the items begin to flop around, it causes all sorts of problems. I've used them in marathons before and regretted those decisions every time. Obviously, the major benefit of having a belt is that you don't have anything wrapped around your upper body. You don't have to hold anything in your hands. As long as you are going streamlined and lighter, you can benefit from a belt. In this case, the belt itself is quite stretchy. It's wider and features a double adjustment band right here on either hip, which gives you a tighter, wider fit. You're not going to get a ton of bounce from the belt vertically. One thing that definitely works with the belt is being able to take one of these soft flasks, tuck it into the back pouch, and be able to run with anywhere from 12 to 20 ounces of water without much bounce at all, and it just doesn't really bug you. You also got side pockets and a front zipper pouch, which I've been using for keys and for my cell phone. For someone who hasn't liked belts at all in the past, this is probably the only one that I'd have even considered at this point. But yeah, so far it's pretty decent if you only need to carry one soft flask or one bottle. It works out quite well. And as far as prices with these two items, the 12L comes in at $179.99. It's a big, hefty price to pay. A lot of money. And the VaporKrar waist pack comes in at $59.99, which is okay. I mean, that's probably right there in the price range where I'd hope for a decent waist belt that's going to last you a long time. A lot of races. So that, my friends, is it for my review of the Nathan VaporKrar 4L, a little bit of the 12L, and waist pack. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, if you have tried any of these items and you want to talk a bit about them, just in the comments below, let me know what you guys think of the VaporKrar series. I also have a link in the description to take you over to Running Warehouse where you can get these items, find out more information, and there's also a coupon code if you so desire. And that is it for today's review. Hope you liked it. If you did, like, favorite, and be sure to subscribe to this channel. New videos coming all the time. Don't forget A Decade On, my documentary following Brian Morrison, just dropped last week. Go watch it, go share it. You can follow across all sorts of social media just by checking out those links there. And of course, support us on Patreon, patreon.com/thegingerrunner. That's it, my friends. I hope you're getting out there, training hard, racing harder, and partying the hardest. I know I am. We'll see you guys next week. Okay, goodbye.